Oh yeah, there's still more game. Hey guys, welcome back to some more Kirby Superstar. Yeah, I thought it was over, and then the arena showed up.
You thought you were done with the game, but it was me, Arena!
The final challenge? Question mark?
Now, there's so many powers to choose, but yeah. Yeah, I don't even need to explain this one.
Can we just not and just say, yeah, he's going plasma because he's been abusing that power the whole entire game.
Hey, this is my last time I can, and of course, the first fight I get doesn't even use it.
Of course, Arena's like, well, I see you're doing Arena. Let's put you on the penultimate boss. Yeah, there we go.
Put you on the one level you can't use plasma in.
Now, the nice thing about the arena when you're playing on the DS version is it shows you the first boss fight coming up compared to this version where it's just kind of a guess. So you can kind of prepare a little bit better in that version, but here, yeah, it's crapshoot.
I'm pretty sure also if you started the Galactic Nova Nucleus, it takes away... Does it take away your first copy ability?
No, you still keep it.
I don't know what I'm thinking of. I know there's one Kirby game or one mode in a Kirby game when if you fight a certain boss, it takes away the copy ability you're using by giving you a super ability, and then you have to fight the next boss using nothing.
Yeah, well, I think that you're thinking of Return to Dreamland because they kind of do that. They take away your powers during the final boss fight.
Yes, that is the one.
So it's probably that.
And we're fighting the, Dragon Quest boss.
We're fighting the Milky Way Wishes version. Yep.
Yeah, this is always the one they use for the arena. It's always going to be the hardest version of the boss fight you had in the game. So in this case, the RPG boss is Milky Way version.
As opposed to the Great Cave Offensive version.
Yeah, because the Great Cave Offensive ends on the Wizard.
I love how they still give you
through these enemies. My goodness.
Yeah, Plasma just chews through anything. It even eats fire.
You know what the hilarious thing is? By the time we got to Return to Dreamland, I thought they'd finally settled on a name for this copy ability and condensed them into Spark, and then in Star Allies, they turned it into Plasma again.
Yeah, it's like they had it well established, and like, now let's just separate them again.
Spark.
I feel like someone in the development team just sat down and went, you know what would be really funny?
Well, it's nice when they combine them at least for Return, because Spark is kind of a useless ability nowadays in the series, but Plasma, it is way more useful, so combining the two just makes a lot more sense.
I do like the fact that even though they changed the name back to Plasma again in Star Allies, it is still Spark technically as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about that as an idea or as a design choice, and I immediately think of when Sakurai was doing the Byleth announcement and turned back smiling from the poster, and I'm just like, they knew that someone would look at this and just be like, I thought we'd made a decision. It's the first thing that jumps into my mind.
You better not get hit.
He doesn't even have a chance to do anything. Alright, now you can have a breather. The D-pad can rest. This is a freebie.
I can just sit here and do nothing.
Although sometimes that just happens where it completely misses target even though it's lined up perfectly. I hate that so much.
Years upon years of reflected laser beam puzzles and video games prepared me for this moment, and it still missed the crystal.
There are just some angles that cannon shoots you with that just will not work, and it's kind of hard to tell, if you want to be honest. Sometimes it looks like perfect shot, and then sometimes it's not.
This is why we don't go for a fast time run.
Yeah, because bosses like this, and then the RPG boss, like there's a lot of RNG in this mode. So, we already fought Meta Knight the last time with a sword, so here's what you can do if you don't want to fight him with a sword. You make a helper, you ditch the sword, and then you get your power back. There you go.
I mean, the other option is to wait for 30 seconds.
True, but no one got time for that.
Again, Lester, this is the arena, not gourmet race. Time isn't of the essence.
No, it times me. Gotta go fast.
More to the point, Milky Way Wishes is the one that's of the essence. The copy essence.
Don't you know, Marley? Lester's life is built on a stopwatch. You gotta go fast.
I thought it was built around a turbo button.
I mean, that too, yes. Alright, now it's time for the hardest boss in all video games.
Oh god, I can't wait. This is gonna be so freaking difficult. Oh.
I did it.
You know what I find is hilarious, though? They did slightly change this for Ultra by making it Bandana Waddle Dee, and when you beat him, it makes the boss final hit explosion animation. So when you swallow him, it makes an explosion.
Yeah, I love that so much for that reason. Like, well, I guess I just ate a firecracker or something.
It's the most overdramatic thing, and then it just makes me be like, man, I really hope they put Waddle Dee in Smash. Hang on. I mean, I gotta be honest, I'm gonna make a massive hot take here. Bandana Waddle Dee, or more specifically, Bandana D, Spear Waddle Dee has more reason to be in Smash than Waluigi.
I agree with you on that too.
Past are playable.
When was the last time they added? When was the last time they added a Kirby character to Smash Brothers?
Brawl.
Brawl.
Yeah.
Brawl. Yeah.
When was the last time they added a Mario character to Smash? This game. Yeah. So.
Yesterday.
Bye, Lolo.
I don't even know what Plasma Whisk is even doing. He's just kind of doing laps. He's not even trying to fight.
he's pretending. He's like, hey man, I'm gonna be your hype man.
Like, you have fun doing that. I'm just gonna... This. Look, I'm doing it. I'm scratching him.
Oh my goodness. Plasma Wisp is like... Plasma Wisp is channeling Lester. He's mashing the B button.
Yeah, he's mashing the wrong button to be effective. Plasma's probably one of the worst helpers in Superstar for CPUs because they always just run up against enemies and just do a basic attack, which does next to no damage, and that's how they always die.
But he's so enthusiastic about it, and that's the important thing.
And there's moments like this where they just kind of stand there, and then they'll charge up their ability, and then they still don't do anything and stand there. You wonder why they die all the time.
Bye, Wisp.
Run into the mini-boss and get their copy ability, then you won't explode.
Yeah, some helpers are smart about it, and then there's Plasma, and they just float.
You have no excuse, you can float up.
Bye, DDD.
And then the audience stop in absolute amazement.
Yeah, they're dancing the whole time, and immediately when deity's down, they stop. Fitting.
Oh no.
I did mention also the first time I fought these trees twice like this. With Plasma, it's extremely OP because a fully charged up blast hits them both.
Yeah.
I believe this is our last enemy rush here, which is kind of self-explanatory. You fight the big baddies in this mode here, so they're gonna have the mini bosses here in the enemy mode.
Delightful.
Last one.
That's
Wham Blam.
the only boss I haven't seen yet other than Marks.
Yeah. No, it's always gonna end with Marks. Since he's the final boss of the game, they always end it with him.
Wham Blam. Wham Bam Rock. Gosh darn it, I'm getting freaking tongue-tied with the name. Wham Bam Rock. I always remember the guard against the attacks.
I really like how Superstar really established the formula for the arena because all of the games that don't call the boss endurance or the boss rush the arena always do it sequentially from first boss through to last boss. But every one of them labeled the arena always randomizes it bar the final boss.
Yeah. It's always good to end it with the final boss because it gives you that proper payout at that point. Just like how you beat him the first time, this is kind of the same feeling all over again here.
Especially in the later series where the true arena makes it a different boss entirely.
Yeah.
So it's like this is a new fight anyway.
It's actually very funny in a way that Kirby Superstar started the arena trend, and then Kirby Superstar Ultra started the true arena trend. So the same game started 2 different arenas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We win. And time ends when... There you go. You gotta wait for a winner to fully come down, and that's how you speedrun the game. Plasma, everything. So once you beat the arena, the last thing you unlock is a sound test. Whoa.
Yay.
Listen to chorus, Kirby. Yeah, this one's pretty self-explanatory. This is it for the Super Nintendo version. There's nothing left to do. So, replay your modes or just listen to music.
Yeah, completely 100% of this mode.
There's a multitude of things to do.
Yeah, I feel like for now, we should probably do something else. So, I think we're gonna go back and play a little bit of Milky Way Wishes real quick. That was a fun mode. And let's just continue where we left off, you know, beating the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Fire Planet, because remember before when we were playing this mode I said there are a handful of enemies you can still get powers from? Well, we neglect to mention one of them is sleep, but you can actually quit out with sleep. You're not really supposed to do this, this was an oversight. So if you enter the final level here, the shoot 'em up section with sleep, something interesting happens. You get this. Game kind of crashes. Yeah, so let's just reset the console. I mean, that was weird, but I'm just gonna go ahead and load back up my save, and we'll just play more Milky Way Wishes. It'll be fine.
Oh, that was just... What?
Alright, so the game's back on, so let's just go ahead, load up our saves, and... Oh, no. God damn it! Oh, that's where the other games were.
Oh.
Just take the cartridge out of the Super Nintendo, here they are.
Nicely done. That was a...
So, this was the perfect opportunity to show a game-breaking glitch in the Super Nintendo version, where if you enter the final level with sleep, and you have that crash your game, it will delete all your saves. This only happens on the actual Super Nintendo cartridge. Emulators, which includes re-releases like Virtual Console, fix the glitch.
That was very well played.
Oh, God damn it!
Oh.
So do you like arenas? Because we're going to do another arena. This time with a helper. But no Kirby, though.
And
Oh.
we had a couple parts ago, I am assuming you're only going to be going through as Knuckle Joe or Plasma Wisp.
Well, the biggest thing now is, since we're in the DS version, Plasma has been nerfed, so you can't do nearly as much damage. So now the strongest power in this version is Hammer, so bonkers all the way.
I want to argue, you know, it's only not broken with that attitude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to break my DS for starters. Now I got one of these capture units.
Oh, wow. Got Wispy Woods right off the bat.
Yeah, this is why I said in this version, Hammer is the most powerful ability to spam, because it does the same amount of damage like Super Nintendo, and when you don't count the spam ability as Plasma, Hammer technically does the most damage for certain attacks.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason why they used it as the flagship ability for the cutscene for True Arena, because dang the damage output.
I mean, that's pretty much the only power you can really use to get through that mode reliably, or at least for me it is. As other powers, I can barely get past a couple fights.
I love how Kracko, when he dies in this version, he's just like, oh no, where's my cloudness? Let's go. No! He's like, I made a mistake. Ow, ow. That really hurt. DD quit doing that. I gotta fight Dynablade now. I really like this. Ultra is really good. So I'm kind of glad now we're moving over to this now.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're maybe done with the Super Nintendo version in terms of content, but the DS version added a lot more. So the first thing, obviously, is just replaying the arena again, but without Kirby. Because that makes sense.
Because he needs a nap.
Yeah, he's had some hard work. He lost all his saves, he's a little mad.
He wanted to go take a sleep and then go fight Nova again, and then he's like, well,
Actually, yeah. When you think about it that way. I see you dancing as bonkers there.
I mean, what else do you do, huh?
Jeez, you're plowing through Chameleon Arm. Good gravy.
Seriously, Hammer does so much damage.
Also, I love how every one of the boss icons on the bottom screen has a different helper in it.
Yeah, it's very expressive for that reason.
So good. I love it so much.
I'm gonna spin my hammer round, round, round. Bonkers OP, man.
I have never seen someone destroy Jukid that fast. That was very good.
And then you blink and the trees are gone. Set the forest on fire with that hammer swing. Which it is possible because it does have fire attributes.
Alright, I'm kind of glad the Heavy Lobster kept his theme during this.
Oh yeah, because this is technically the first time we're fighting him in the DS version, so we can hear his exclusive theme.
I love how the conveyor belt in the background, you can see they're assembling all of the heavy lobsters, and they've got a conveyor belt generating the paint blobs to put in each of them.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch. Like, here's the bosses, and here's the ammo for the bosses.
He throws knives. Oh no.
He has terrible aim, though. That one just barely missed me. Come on.
He's using Bide.
But he had 5 HP left, so that didn't work out.
I love how the dragon's different color.
Yeah, these... Technically, it's because of this mode, because Standard Arena and then, like, the other modes from the Super Nintendo version, they still retain their colors, but in Helper the Hero, they are, like, a different color now.
Yeah. I do like the color changes, they are nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch, because this is literally the arena again, so it does add a little bit of flair to the mode. It's different.
Even the helpers themselves, there are dedicated colors for the helpers, then there are dedicated colors for the enemy versions of them, and then thirdly, there are also just a different color palette entirely for Helper the Hero. It's a nice touch.
I got invincibility frames metadata. You ain't gonna win that one.
I'm the guy that brings a hammer to a sword fight. More effective. So here's Wham Bam again, but now different.
So cool. I definitely prefer this design over his original design.
I like this design too. So you don't fight Marks in Helper? I've never actually played Helper the Hero.
Well, the reason why you don't fight Marks is because now Wham Bam Rock is Wham Bam Jewel, a new boss to Ultra.
And Jewel's aesthetic is very indicative of Wham Bam Rock's old design, which I really like.
Yeah, but now with more bling.
Now with more bling, absolutely. I will say, this boss is tricky to fight as Wheelie.
Yeah, it doesn't help that the hands shimmer around when they're going back upwards, so it's really hard to land a hit.
There you go. We did it. We beat it with Bonkers. Now go fight with all the other helpers.
Yeah, I'm good.